guys, welcome to Preet's balcony. So today we are going to replace these dry rotted tires with some fresh Gatorskins. So the tire size that exists already is a 700 by 23, and I wanted to upsize to a 700 by 25. I just felt 23 is just going to be a little too thin, especially for non-race activities. So what I've already done is I've removed the two 15mm bolts off the front fork, deflated the tire, and I have some tire levers that should help me, but I probably will use my hands. So enjoy this time lapse. Okay, we are back, and I just installed this Gatorskin tire. That was very, very energy consuming. They come folded and obviously I guess a little compressed and tight. So the first thing that I did was I put the tube in, okay? So I had the Presto valve in place perfectly, and then I put the tire over that. One side was very easy to put on. The other side, I fed the bead into the wheel, fed it in. It got to a point where there was probably a 8-inch gap that was just very, very tight and hard to maneuver up and in. So what I did at that point was, let me take this off. So just imagine this side is the part that's still overlapping and it's hard to get put on. What I did was I took my tire lever, I went on the opposite side of that, jammed it in there, and kind of pried the tire up and over. So that's how I got it to settle in. Once I finally did that, I was able to put the tire on. So then rotation, I was curious, how does the rotation on this thing works? So it's actually kind of frustrating because there's one place where it actually says rotation. Okay, yeah, so it's on one side, but it's marked right here. Can you see that? The arrow? So that means that the tire needs to rotate that way. So that means that the tire is going this way, right? Now, the back tire, but the back tire, there's an issue, and I will show you that in a bit. The issue that we have with this back wheel is that the bolt is a little too, it's all the way at the end of the rear dropouts, so obviously the wheel needs to move forward, and if it moves forward, we would lose slack on the chain. So what we're planning on doing is removing this bolt, remove the wheel, right, so we'll be able to slide it forward, release the tension from the chain, and then maybe take out a link or two. But we're gonna save the link or two for the next video, but we're gonna work on this rear wheel right now. So this is super exciting. So obviously I bought this tire secondhand. I bought this entire bike setup secondhand, and look what we found here. I guess we have a reason for why that rear wheel was mounted so far back on the rear dropout. Someone patched this tire, and then pretty much they said, oh, let's just mount it like this. So I am not going to use this tube, but if I have brand new tubes, I'm gonna use them. Interesting. I'm glad I opened this up because look, we have found a patch. Okay, we are going to put the rear wheel on. The front wheel was challenging to put on, to be kind about it. We took the rear wheel off, we took the tire off, we took the tube out, noticed that the tube had a patch on it, so we're not going to use that tube. We're going to use a new tube that the previous owner was so kind to provide. Thank you, Chris. And yeah, so. Okay, don't be alarmed, there's a little Yorkie out here. So something pretty cool I just learned about. So this Presta valve here, for some reason this tire was pinching it. So what I literally did was undid the tire here on this side. As here you can see the Presta valve. I undid the tire on this side and this side, and I pushed up on the Presta valve. So this way I could push the tube into the tire, so then I would be able to create a better seal for the bead. So I got it done. So what I made sure was, this is the drivetrain side, right? So that's gonna be the right side of, my right leg will be over it. So I wanted to make sure my rotation was correct. Now we can inflate this tire and hopefully it seats properly. Okay, so we have the tire mounted. I made sure after I inflated it with air to make sure that there is no slippage of the tube anywhere on the rim itself. So quick once over, it doesn't look like anything's there. So now what I do is I can just insert. All right, so let's go over what we did today. We took the front wheel off, we replaced the tires. We found out that Gatorskins are not the easiest tires to install. So we took the rear wheel off, replaced that tire, and now in the next video you'll get to see a chain replacement. So the chain that I have chosen for this is an Izumi gold chain that I've already placed on here, and I'll show you what I did and why I did what I did. Thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe if you like bike videos, and please share with your friends. Thank you so much.